A long time ago, a boy named Daniel lived in a small village. His family were simple farmers who were living their lives through hard work. Daniel was the only son of his parents, but he was different from other children since childhood. While the other children of the village were busy playing sports, Daniel would sit quietly for hours, looking at his fields or listening carefully to the elders of the village. He spoke very little, due to which the villagers considered him strange. "Hey, this boy does not talk to anyone. He will never be able to move forward in the world," the villagers often said to his father, William. But William had full faith in his son. He asked Daniel many times, "Son, why do you remain so quiet? You should mingle with people." Daniel would just smile lightly and say, "Papa, listening is more important than speaking. Only those who learn to listen gain true knowledge." William could not understand what his son said, but he knew that Daniel was different from other children. There was a man named Michael in the village who spoke a lot. He thought it necessary to give his opinion on everything, whether anyone asked or not. Michael found Daniel's silence strange. "Daniel, your silence will not take you anywhere. You have to express your opinion in the world." Michael would tell him again and again. Daniel would just smile and get on with his work. Michael could not tolerate that no one would answer him. He would try to provoke Daniel again and again, but Daniel would never get angry. One day there was a big dispute in the village. Two farmers had a fight over land. Both sides were shouting loudly, but no solution was coming out. Daniel stood quietly, watching and listening to everything carefully. When both the farmers were about to raise their hands on each other, Daniel softly said, "If you both want, I can make a suggestion." Everyone was shocked. Daniel, who always remained silent, was speaking for the first time today. Both the farmers agreed. Daniel explained to them without taking sides how they can divide their land into equal parts, and both will benefit. People were surprised to see that just a few words of Daniel ended a big quarrel. Michael did not like this. He became jealous of Daniel and decided to humiliate him. A few days later, a big businessman, Mr. Robert, came to the village. He was very rich and had come to the village for some special work. He announced, "I want to make a smart and intelligent man a partner in my business. Whoever wants this opportunity has to come and meet me." Everyone in the village got excited. Michael was the first to run and go to meet Mr. Robert. He kept on singing his praises for a long time, telling about his achievements. He also made fun of Daniel. "Sir, everyone here wants to meet you, but there is a boy who never speaks. How can such a person be of any use to you?" Mr. Robert listened carefully, but said nothing. The next day, Mr. Robert called some smart young men of the village, including Daniel. He asked everyone the same question. "If you face a difficult situation in business, what will you do?" Michael and the others started giving their opinions. Everyone gave their arguments, but Daniel remained silent. When everyone had spoken, Mr. Robert asked Daniel, "What is your opinion, Daniel?" Daniel said in a calm voice, "First, I will try to understand the situation completely. Then, I will take the right decision after thinking." Mr. Robert smiled on hearing this answer. A few days later, Mr. Robert announced, "I need a sensible person for my business, not someone who just keeps talking. Therefore, I've decided to hand over part of my business to Daniel." Everyone in the village was surprised to hear this. Michael, who always made fun of Daniel's silence, now stood embarrassed. Daniel's power of speaking less had won him over. He knew that it is not necessary to speak all the time, but it is more important to speak the right words at the right time. Daniel now started working with Mr. Robert in the city. Gradually, he learned the nuances of business and became a successful businessman. He also employed people from his village and made the village prosperous. Michael, who always thought that speaking more brings success, now understood that speaking less and speaking at the right time is the real wisdom. Speaking less makes you intelligent. The power of thinking increases. When you speak, your words have importance. It is not necessary to speak everywhere. Speaking the right thing at the right time is the greatest strength.